All right, y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Road to Rip series. This is episode 6 already. Damn, episode 6 already. Hey, man, another Friday, another video. Hey, man, one step closer to 100, correct? You know, one video closer to my goals. All right, so listen. Today's episode, is just going to be another conversation between me and you. All right, me and you, the viewer. Again, whoever you may be, friend, family, foe, enemies, whoever you are, you're welcome, all right? So I hope you guys watch this whole video throughout. It's going to be a good video, you know, we're going to have a good conversation. It's going to be a progressive, a positive conversation, you know, and hopefully you take some of this motivation and you apply it to your own life, you know? So, you know, but as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. All right, make sure to like the video, share the video as well, you know, all that good stuff, all right? So without further ado, let's have a conversation, all right? So I'm gonna ask you this, man. I'm gonna ask you this, brother. All right, I'm gonna ask you this, sister, cousin, niece, nephew, aunt, uncle, mom, dad, grandparents. I'm gonna ask you this. What are you afraid of, all right? What are you afraid of? And obviously, I'm not talking about spiders or heights or whatever other bullshit, you know? Like, what are you actually afraid of, you know? And you might say something like, oh, failure, you know, I'm afraid of failure, you know? And listen, again, even from like, you know, just referring back to the last episode, you know, me talking and posting these videos, I'm also kind of talking to myself, right? You know, I'm also asking myself, what am I afraid of, you know? Like I said, it's just a conversation, really. You know, I ask myself these things all the time. You know, I still ask myself these things. You know, there's always room for progression no matter what. All right? So that's why I say, like, oh, you might say failure, because that's just something that I would say, all right? All right, failure. You're afraid of failure, right? But here's the thing, you know, it's like not really failure that you're scared of, right? For me, it was like I was afraid of what people would think about me. I was afraid of embarrassment. I was afraid of people seeing me struggle, see me at the bottom, you know, starting YouTube with no experience, you know, having shitty audio, just all that. That was my fear about starting a YouTube channel, you know? And fear, from what I've noticed, it's not like it's not a loud thing, man. It doesn't scream to you, if you know what I'm trying to say. It doesn't scream to you. Sometimes it's more like whispers. Sort of whisper to you like this. It'll be like, hey man, just start tomorrow. You know? Wait until you're ready. Just wait till you're ready. Just wait. You know? You know, you need more time. And you know what? Like, and this is coming from me personally, man. I say tomorrow turn to next week, right? Then tomorrow turns next month, you know? Then years go by, and next thing you know, you're worse than you were before, you know? You're worse than you were before from when you said, all right, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. You know, like for me, all right, I wanted to start a YouTube channel for years now. Never did. You know what happened between that time of me, maybe years back of me wanting to start the YouTube channel? I got even fatter, bro. I got even more undisciplined. You know, I was a shell of myself. I was a shell of the person that I wanted to be. You know, making YouTube videos and motivating people, right? You know, that's just what happened. I went from having an idea to saying, all right, I'm gonna just wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna wait till I'm ready. And in between that time, or, you know, as that time passed, I got even worse. You know, I got even worse from that time. Just from like contemplating it, you know, and not going through with it. And you're just a could have been. And that was me. I was just a could have been. I could have been a, you know, could have been a YouTuber or whatever you want to call me. I don't know. I could have been making videos. I could have been ripped right now. Could have been, man. You don't want to be that, you know, because that was me. Like I said, that was me. And you know what? To be honest, too, today, like, I really didn't even want to record. You know, like, I really didn't want to record this video. Not like saying like, oh, I want to quit YouTube or whatever. I'm just saying like, I was having those feelings. You know, I was having those undisciplined, those unmotivated feelings. You know, because another thing too is this week was kind of, you know, I guess you could say this is the worst week since episode 1. You know, I started the week off sick. On Sunday, I woke up with a fever, body aches, and all that bullshit, you know? And so I wasn't really able to work out. You know, I kind of got off with the diet. Just being honest here, you guys, you know? And today, I was just like, man, like, it's just been a bad week. Like, I don't even want to get up and record. I don't want to go outside. It's too hot. You know what I mean? I was just being lazy, man, today. But, I mean, look, man, still here. Still got my fat ass up to make the video, you know? You know, like, good days, bad days, it doesn't matter to me, you know? You gotta want it more than those feelings, you know? You gotta want it more than you being tired. You gotta want it more than sleep. You gotta want it more than just, you know, I'm gonna take an off, chill day, you know? I'm gonna hang out with my wife, bro. That's what I wanted to do all day. I want to watch movies all day, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just being real, but you just gotta want it a little bit more than that, you know? So, like I said, got up, now I'm recording, you know? And now this will be out on Friday evening, you know? You know, and like I said, confidence doesn't come before that, you know? Like I said, I think it was episode 1 or 2, I said, you know, if you're going to be waiting on confidence, you're going to be waiting your whole life. Confidence doesn't just come to you. You don't wake up one day and you're just like, you know what, I'm more confident today. Wow, I'm more confident for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like something you could just apply and there you go, you've got it for life. It's not a perk, you know? It comes because of the action. You know, like I said, I think it was in episode 4, like, I really didn't even want to make episode 1. I was too scared. I was fearful. I was afraid, you know? I was overthinking it. But like I said, after I posted that first one, I just gained all the confidence in the world. I wanted to keep going. That's why I made the second episode a day after, you know? Because it's just momentum. That's what it is, you know? I was never a confident person. I could say that. You know, I was never really that confident. If you know me personally and you've grown up with me, like let's say a cousin, brother, or sister, you guys know that I was a shy guy. I was pretty shy. I was kind of quiet, just reserved, just observant. You know, that's just the type of person that I was. I was never really confident or out there. And I got to say, you know what? I still might not be that guy. I still might not be that, you know, over the top, you know, out there socializing, you know, I still might be that observant guy, you know, but just one thing changed about me, and that was my mindset. You know, I could still be observant. I don't have to be, you know, on top of the table, the life of the party. I'm just saying, you know, I just needed a little bit of confidence to become the person that I want to be, you know, and this is the person I want to be. I want to be motivating, you know, I want to show people the work. I want to show people that anything is fucking possible if you put your mind to it. You know, if you change up your mindset from a loser mentality to a winner mentality, great things will happen. And I'm so excited for the future, you know? And I'm actually kind of glad that I started overweight, you know? I'm kind of glad that this is also a journey for me, you know? Because like I said, in probably all the episodes now, we're going to look at episode 100 and episode 1. And we're just like, God damn, Zeke done it. You know what I mean? I'm just excited for that. You know, but yeah, guys, so confidence is always going to come after the action. Action is where the confidence is built. You know, I get better at talking in front of the camera. I get more confident talking in front of the camera, you know? I get more confident in wanting to make videos, talk about certain things, say certain things, you know? That all comes after every video. I'm like, okay, I know what I could have done better after this episode. You know, it's just learning, man. It's just step by step, you know, one step closer. That's all it takes. You know, that's all it takes. Just do that one thing that you don't want to do. If that's apply for a gym membership and going to the gym, then fucking do that today. Not tomorrow, today, right now. After you watch the video, go to Planet Fitness, go to whatever, your closest gym is and apply for that shit. If you want to make YouTube videos, make the fucking first video today. Fuck it. Who cares? Who cares? It's your first one. You know? Like I said, look at my first video. Is that the best video on earth? No, it was shitty. Audio was crap. I still did it. I didn't want to do it, and I still did it. And listen, man, one day we'll all be gone. All right? That's one thing is for certain, that's death. All right? We're all going to be put into a grave. All right? That's just the reality of things. So, and then, eventually, after we're dead and gone, all that overthinking, all the fear, all of that shit, it's not even gonna matter anymore. Once you're dead, that's it. There is no more overthinking. You're done for. That's the end of your life. And the overthinking, the fear is such a little feeling that we'll let the temporary fear of doing something make a permanent decision on our life, right? So an example for that, let's say I never started a YouTube channel. Bro, let's say I died that way. I died never becoming who I wanted to become. I can't change that no more. People are going to remember me not for the person that I wanted to be, but for the person that life, gave me, right? I let life choose me, basically, is what I'm trying to say. If that makes sense to you guys. I let life make my decisions for me, is what I'm trying to say. That's what you're going to be remembered by. How life just did you, rather than what you did for your life. What you made of yourself, what you became, the man you really wanted to become, your success, the money, the car, the house, It's either you're gonna let life make a decision for you, or you're gonna run your fucking life, man. You're gonna say, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I'm gonna become the best fucking version of me, And I'm gonna take that shit to the grave. Failure or success, as long as I fucking tried, man, nobody can say shit about me. As long as you try, and you try to reach for your goals, no one can say shit. Let them talk, man, because they all got loser mentalities. Let them talk. Because at least you tried, bro. At least you fucking tried. They'll never know. They'll never understand that feeling of trying. They'll never understand the feeling of trying. But you will. That counts for something, man. That counts for something. So that's why I'm saying, man, don't let the temporary fear make a permanent decision on your life. And I'm not going to say that the fear feeling is going to go away, man. Or the laziness feeling is gonna go away, like I just said earlier. Like I didn't really want to make the video today, man. I didn't want to. I was feeling lazy, man. Just being honest. But hey, I'm not gonna let that lazy ass temporary loser shit affect me saying I'm gonna make a video every Friday. I just can't do it. I can't do that. I can't let myself down anymore. I don't want to. And I do want it. I do want it more than a lazy day. I want it more. I just want it more. It's as simple as that. And at this point, I'll choose embarrassment. I'll choose failure. Whatever it is, I'll choose that than being at the bottom mentally. I'll choose that, man, all day, because I've had a taste of it now. I've had a taste of what it feels like to, get confidence, actually become the person I want to be, right? Actually changing my mindset to a more positive, more winner, more fucking successful mindset. I've got a taste of that, and I don't ever, ever, ever want to go back. Never again, man. I never want to be at the bottom, right? And I never will be, because I got my mentality straight. I never will be at the bottom again. I got my mentality straight. I'm saying it right now out to the world, to YouTube, to literally millions, billions of people who have a YouTube account that could see this video, my family, my friends, brothers, sisters, cousins. I'm saying I will never be at the bottom again. I'm telling you that, right? So when the day comes that I'm successful, it's not going to be a surprise, because this is just something that I am, Success is just my character nowadays. That's just who I am. Straight up, you know? But why are you afraid? That's why I keep saying, why are you afraid? What's scaring you so much? You know, because look, you're here anyways. You start something new, you want to become successful, you fail. Guess what? You're just back to where you started. You're back to phase one. You're good, bro. You're good. Nothing will ever be like this, right? Okay, let's say you start at the bottom. You want to achieve something, great. You fail. You're not going to go lower. No, you're just back to square one, back to the drawing board. So what are you afraid of? There's nothing to be scared of, ever, 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 ever. Don't fear nothing. You know, don't fear anyone. Don't fear anything. You know, and if you walk with God, what does God say? Fear nothing. God says, fear nothing. So why should I? You know, I know God's got me as long as I'm taking the necessary steps. You know, I know this is what God wants me to do. I found my purpose. Why be scared then? All I got to do is take the steps. God got me from there. You know, all I got to do is this. Sit up and record the video. And guess what? Whether it fucking blows up or not, hey, that's up to God. Maybe he wants it small right now. Maybe he wants the YouTube channel small right now. Why? Because I don't know, maybe a brother or sister, a family or a friend is going through it and I don't even know. Maybe they're watching this video right now and they're feeling something, you know? Maybe he wants me to connect with you. One-on-one conversation. You know? So I'm cool with 20 views. I'm cool with 20 views and 5 likes and 2 comments. That's something I'm fine with. As long as it's one person. As long as maybe one day, just one day, a family member or a friend will come up to me and be like, you know what, Zeke? I gotta say, man, you really helped me out, man. You really motivated me. You know? And I became so much better after watching your videos. You know? That's my purpose. That's truly my purpose. All right? This is Road to Ripped. You know, like I said, Road to Rip, not just to a better physique, but becoming someone fear can no longer control. All right? That's the point of Road to Ripped. All right? Not just the physique, you know? The physique it'll be a minute. You know, I got a lot of weight to lose. All right? So the physique will be a minute. But the mindset, that can change. The mindset can change tomorrow or today, I mean. The mindset can change today. That's the only thing you can change about yourself is how you look at things. So say to yourself today, right now, hey, I'm gonna have a more positive mindset today. Today's gonna be a great day. Today's gonna be the best fucking day of my life. And it will be. It literally will be. Don't let fear control you. Temporary fear at that. Fear isn't forever. It's just temporary. You know, it's just temporary. But like I said, don't let it make a permanent decision on your life. Don't let fear be permanent, you know? Because, you know, when your day comes, whenever God decides that, it's either going to be this. Damn, he did the best that he could. He became the fucking best version of him. He became the man that he wanted to be. Or it's just going to be like, oh, man, you know, he was a good guy. There's nothing wrong with being a good guy. I'm just saying that's all that's going to be to your life. Or do you want more? Yeah, I want more. I want more than that. All right? And I hope that you want that more, want it more too. You know, I want to motivate you, man. I want to get you out the slums. I want to get you out the gutter. I know how it feels to be there. All right? So that's why I'm out here making these videos. You know, just one person, man. So yeah, guys, I hope this conversation helped. You know, I hope it was motivating. I hope that it pushed somebody today to do something that they didn't want to do, but they know that they're going to feel good after, you know. So yeah, guys, I mean, this has been me. This has been Zeke. As always, let me know what you guys think, how you guys are feeling, what you guys want to hear and see, you know. Like the video, share the video. Damn fly. Share the video. It's freaking fly, man. All right. So yeah, share the video, like the video, comment, please. Hit me up, as always, you know. And I love you guys, all right? I love you guys. Today's going to be a fucking great day. I know it's probably Friday evening, but it's going to be a great day tomorrow, Saturday morning. Friday evening is going to be great. It's just gonna be a great fucking week, man. Yeah, this has been me. This has been Zeke. Another episode of Road to Rip, baby. All right, so I'll see you guys next Friday. Yeah. All right, you guys have a good one. All right, bye bye.